hold on to your socks and maybe your ankles, because we're diving headfirst into a reptilian thrill ride that's equal parts slither and sizzle. Imagine a world where beauty bites, grace coils, and elegance crushes bones for breakfast. This isn't a nature documentary. It's a front row seat to the serpent showdown. 10 snake superstars, 1 stage, 0 chill. These are the hysterical legends of the reptile world. Some squeeze, some spit, some rattle like a haunted maraca, but all of them pack enough weirdness to make evolution blush. You'll laugh, you'll gasp, you'll question why you ever walked through tall grass barefoot. And side effects of this video may include involuntary hissing, a desire to name your kid Monty, and Googling how to adopt a ball python. Let's open the show with the boa constrictor, the original snuggle monster with murder in its hug. This beefy rope of doom doesn't use venom. It just coils around its prey and shuts off blood flow to the brain like a scaly sleep mode. Fun fact, it doesn't suffocate its lunch, it strokes it out. They can stretch up to 15 feet long and live more than 30 years. Longer than your average gym membership. As they grow, so do their meal plans. They go from birds to monkeys to deer. That's not dinner, that's a buffet. Boas are slow, like 1 mile per hour slow. Picture your grandma power walking after brunch and she's basically an Olympic sprinter compared to them. But don't get cocky. Their hiss sounds like a gas leak, and their camo game is next level. Patterns in tan, green, red, and pink. Nature's version of Gucci. If boas are silent assassins, then rattlesnakes are warning sirens with fangs. With 33 species shaking their stuff from Canada to Argentina, rattlers use their keratin-tipped tails to say back off before they even think about biting. But when they do bite, venom delivery so precise it makes flu shots look like mosquito kisses. The eastern diamondback is the heavyweight champ here. 8 feet long, fangs like tiny daggers, and thermal vision that works in the dark. Oh, and they're babies. Born ready, venomous from day one with 0 patience and no bedtime. Now slither into the swamp and meet the Green Anaconda. Part snake, part submarine, all nightmare fuel. At nearly 30 feet and 550 pounds, they're not snakes so much as flexible freight trains. These giants haunt the Amazon, hanging out in water with eyes and nostrils perched on top of their heads like they were built by submarine engineers. Their prey list? Caimans, deer, pigs, occasionally jaguars. That's not hunting, that's Grand Theft ecosystem. And let's talk girl power. Female anacondas are bigger, badder, and give birth to up to 40 no-nonsense baby swimmers ready to start hunting straight out of the womb. Next up, the python, nature's necktie of doom. Like boas, pythons crush rather than inject, but they're global. Roaming Africa, Asia, and now even Florida thanks to a few escaped pets and a lot of bad decisions. The Burmese python can hit 20 feet and top 200 pounds. That's large enough to swallow a deer, an alligator, or your neighbor's labradoodle if you're not careful. Forget unhinging jaws. Pythons use stretchy ligaments to open wide enough to swallow prey like a suitcase packed by someone who refuses to check a bag. Meanwhile, ball pythons are the introverts of the bunch, small, shy, and rocking over 50 different morphs and colors. Basically, the fashionistas of the snake world, minus the attitude, plus the scales. If pythons are the strong, silent types, cobras are the drama queens. When threatened, they raise their iconic hoods like they just heard you insult their mother. Found across Africa and Asia, cobras are venom artists with flair. The king cobra is the Beyonce of serpents. 18 feet of elegance, attitude, and a diet of other snakes. Literal snake eater. Some species spit venom. That's right, projectile venom over 6 feet straight at your eyeballs. As if fangs weren't dramatic enough. Oh, and Cleopatra's infamous asp? Likely an Egyptian cobra. Only a snake could land a role in both a royal tragedy and a Hollywood blockbuster. Cue the black mamba. Fast, sleek, and scarier than your student loans. Despite the name, it's not black. Just the inside of its mouth, which looks like the Grim Reaper's hoodie. It can slither up to 12 miles per hour, which is fast enough to chase down your regrets and paralyze them with fear. It's venom, neurotoxic, and cardiotoxic. In other words, lights out. Fortunately, black mambas are shy and would rather peace out than throw down. Unless provoked. Then, good luck. Time to head down under for a striped menace, the tiger snake. Decked out in flashy bands, this Aussie native doesn't just look fabulous. It brings a biochemical punch to the party. Neurotoxins, blood clotters, muscle melters, a buffet of internal chaos. They live all over. Coasts, wetlands, even picnic spots you now regret visiting. Some island populations grew bigger heads to chow down on bigger prey. Evolution went full upgrade. And yes, they give live birth, up to 64 at once. Basically, the venomous version of a clown car. Let's slink into something stylish, the viper. With evil triangle heads and rotating fangs, these gothic villains are equal parts scary and scientific. Their venom isn't just poison, it's a personalized horror show. Swelling, pain, tissue death, and cardiovascular chaos. Vipers don't just bite and hope. They monitor venom output depending on if they're hunting or just saying, back off. And they'll bite, then stalk you like a reptilian Jason Voorhees. Just when you think you're safe, that's when they get you. Not all snakes are nightmares, though. Meet the garter snake, the nerdy, lovable misfit of North America. For decades, they were thought harmless. But plot twist, they do have venom. It's just, well, inefficient. These stripy cuties eat worms, fish, frogs, and do it all while looking like tiny noodles of joy. They're also into weird dating habits. Some males fake being female to sneak into cuddle piles for warmth. Nature, you're wild. Bringing up the rear is the kingsnake. Non-venomous, but absolutely not chill. These colorful constrictors eat other snakes for breakfast, venomous ones included. They're immune to rattlesnake venom and hunt them like it's an after-school snack. Their flashy patterns often mimic coral snakes. But don't be fooled. They're the good guys. Unless you're a lizard, bird, egg, or snake. Then it's lights out. So what have we learned on this serpentine safari? That snakes aren't just nightmare noodles slithering through your dreams. They're biomechanical marvels, each with powers that would make Marvel jealous. They coil, crush, inject, shake, spit, and sneak their way through ecosystems with elegance and efficiency. Fear them, sure. Respect them, absolutely. But also, admire them. Because behind every hiss is a history, and behind every scale is a survival saga millions of years in the making. Now go forth and spread the gospel of the snake. But maybe check your shoes first, just in case.